Should French Canadians say to Americans part 2? 2 years later, you can see same old couch. Here we go. There's one thing I might want to make myself clear of. In Montreal, we don't live underground. We do shop underground, and we use the subway quite often. And now that I think about it, I used to have a lot of college classes in the basement. Oh my God. We do live on the ground. But it's just because it's so cold. Actually, it's not that cold. It's not nearly as cold as when I was a kid. You know, French is probably the most beautiful language on the planet. The thing is that in Quebec, we're kind of awkward about it. Just an example, the you. We have the informal you, tu, and the formal you, vous. And both are usually inappropriate when talking to strangers. If you meet a guy that's like 10 years older than you, the informal you is kind of too much. I kind of meant the formal you is kind of too much. But then the informal you is kind of weird because you don't know the guy and you don't want to be rude to him, right? Then with old people, the informal you, if you give them the informal you, then they're like, oh, my child, I'm not that old. You don't have to talk to me that way. So then you do. But they get all offended. And they're like, who raised you? Talking to an old person like that. Then there's the teachers. Some of them you can call by their first names, and some you can't. It's just a pain remembering all that. Then they want you to remember math and grammar. So in the end, it's just so much more simpler not to talk to strangers or teachers. If you have a question, just don't bother. By the way, my name is Marie. I'm a French Canadian. I live in New Orleans and in the southern part of the United States. And here you can actually smoke in bars and drink in the street, which is the total opposite from everywhere in Canada and anywhere else in the United States. Sometimes I go in a bar and I'm like, so where'd you say you were from? Connecticut? So I know it's like light blue and worth like $5 on a Monopoly board. But where is Connecticut exactly? Yeah, we don't learn about the United States in high school. So, you say you're from New Mexico? I'm sorry, I thought you said you were American. So, do you want to know what is the real reason why we want Quebec to become a country? Well, it's because we're pretty much the only people to speak French in the whole country. And between you and me, we're scared you guys, Anglophones, are gonna buy us. Or worst, invade us. And and worst of all, force all of us to speak English. Why are you looking at me like that? Did I give you an idea or something? Was that? Huh? Ah! Ah, tabarnak de Saint-Crème, de citron, de taboire, de tabarnak! Not a good idea. Lemon on an open wound. Hey, did you hear that? I just cursed in French. Learn. I'm probably the first one to curse in French in redneck territory without getting shot. Man, where's the camera when you need it?